Have you ever felt the flow of your inner strength blocked, as if the world looks through you, rendering you invisible? Respect doesn't come automatically. It's earned through discipline, through how you live when no one's watching. But if you find yourself overlooked, underestimated, or undervalued, 5 negative habits are silently eroding your presence. They are countercurrents, weakening your mind, dimming your worth, and pushing you away from your own shore. I felt this, working hard but going unrecognized, because I unknowingly nurtured bad habits, seeking approval, letting emotions rule. These toxins not only stole respect from others, but made me doubt myself. Stoic philosophers like Marcus Aurelius and Epictetus warned, inner weakness invites external disregard. They taught that respect stems from inner strength, from living true to your values, regardless of the crowd's gaze. Stay with me, because today I'll reveal the 5 habits holding you back. Eliminate them, and you'll row with the natural current, compelling the world to acknowledge your strength. This isn't just a journey to reclaim respect from others. It's about restoring self-respect, so you stand tall as the best version of yourself. Are you ready to confront these countercurrents and rediscover your shore? The first habit that robs you of respect is seeking validation. Have you ever felt like you're swimming against the current, trying to please everyone just for a nod of approval? That's a sign of weakness. People who seek validation laugh too easily at flat jokes, agree even when it goes against their heart, and fear rejection more than anything. In their quest to be liked, they lose themselves, letting the current of their identity be swept away by others' opinions. I was like that once, posting on social media, anxiously waiting for likes, changing my opinions to avoid arguments. The result? I felt empty, as if my worth depended on others' glances. Marcus Aurelius, in Meditations, warned, it is strange that we love ourselves more than others, yet care more about their opinions than our own. Living for external praise is abandoning your oar, letting your boat drift with the backward current of the crowd. Respect doesn't come from compliments. It stems from inner strength, from knowing who you are and standing firm in it. Look at Linda, a colleague of mine. She used to try to please her boss, agreeing to every request, even when it clashed with her values. She lost confidence, and her colleagues stopped valuing her input. When Linda decided to change, saying no to unreasonable demands and focusing on quality work, she reclaimed respect. She paddled with her own current, no longer needing others' validation. You can do the same. Start small. Today, spend 5 minutes writing down a value you want to live by, like honesty or resilience, and take one small action aligned with it, like declining an unnecessary invitation. Each time you choose yourself over applause, you build inner confidence. True respect doesn't come from the crowd. It comes from standing tall, no matter who's watching. But seeking validation is just one reverse current. Let's explore the next habit, holding you back. The second habit that costs you respect is letting emotions rule. Have you ever been swept into the reverse current of anger, exploding over a careless remark? Or let fear hold you back from an opportunity, or doubt make you crumble before a challenge? When emotions, anger, fear, doubt, take control, you become a slave to impulses, letting your boat drift away from the natural current. Someone who lacks self-mastery not only loses others' respect, but also loses themselves. I've been there. Once, I lashed out at a colleague over a misunderstanding, saying things I later regretted. Afterward, I felt diminished, no longer seen as reliable in their eyes. Epictetus in the Enchiridion warned, "No one is free who does not master themselves." Respect doesn't come from impulsive reactions, but from calm, steadfast responses. The respected person is untouchable, not swept away by emotions, but paddling with clarity and will. Look at David, a manager I know. He used to let work pressure turn into angry outbursts, yelling at employees and alienating his team. When he learned to control his emotions, taking deep breaths before reacting, journaling to understand his feelings, he became a respected leader, and his team grew closer. David steered his boat back into the current, turning impulses into strength. You can do this too. Start today. When emotions surge, pause and take 5 deep breaths to regain calm. Each night, spend 5 minutes writing down a moment you let emotions rule and how you could respond differently. Every time you choose calm over reaction, you train your mind, building resilience that the world cannot help but recognize. Mastering emotions doesn't just earn respect, it grants inner freedom, letting you stand firm no matter the wave. Letting emotions rule is a reverse current, but there are still other habits holding you back. Let's explore the next habit, to paddle toward your true shore. The third habit that costs you respect is making excuses. Have you ever blamed circumstances, your past or others, when things didn't go your way, only to feel the current of your inner strength weaken? Making excuses is a sign of weakness. It turns you into a passive passenger, not the one holding the oar. People who make excuses say, "I failed because my boss was unfair," or "My past keeps me from moving forward." But the world doesn't care about your reasons. It only sees you standing still, letting your boat drift away from the shore. I used to blame a lack of time for procrastinating, on learning a new skill. But the truth was, I was afraid to face the difficulty. The result? I missed opportunities and felt inferior. Seneca, in Letters from a Stoic, warned, "It is not because things are difficult that we do not dare. It is because we do not dare that they are difficult." Every excuse is a chain you fasten around your own neck, pulling you into the reverse current of stagnation. Respect doesn't come from justifying. It comes from taking responsibility, no matter how harsh the circumstances. Look at John, a friend I know. He used to blame the economy when his business failed, causing partners to lose trust. When John changed, owning his mistakes, learning from them, and rebuilding his plan, he not only revived his business, but also earned his partner's respect. John paddled back into the current by taking control of his fate. You can do this too. Start today. When you're tempted to make an excuse, pause and ask, what could I do differently? Each night, spend 5 minutes journaling about a situation where you blamed something and one small action you'll take to fix it, like apologizing to a colleague or finishing a delayed task. Every time you choose responsibility over excuses, you break a chain, building strength the world can't ignore. Taking responsibility doesn't just earn respect, it grants the freedom to shape the current of your life. Making excuses is a reverse current, but there are still other habits holding you back. Let's explore the next habit, to paddle toward your true shore. The fourth habit that costs you respect is stagnation. Have you ever felt the current of your life slow down, like a boat stuck in the shallows, because you're content with the status quo? Stagnation is when you stop growing, shy away from challenges, and settle for mediocrity. Stagnant people think what they've achieved is enough, a stable job, a basic skill, and they stop paddling, letting their boat drift aimlessly midstream. The result? They not only lose others' respect, but also their self-respect, betraying their own potential. I was stagnant once, satisfied with a steady office job, not learning new skills, thinking I was good enough. But I saw colleagues surge ahead, earning more respect, because they kept improving. Marcus Aurelius, in Meditations, wrote, "What hinders action advances action. What blocks the path becomes the path." Stagnation is a silent enemy, stealing your opportunities by making you fear failure or even success. Respect doesn't come from comfort. It comes from facing difficulties, living with purpose, and constantly sharpening yourself. Look at Mary, a friend I know. She was once content as an average employee, avoiding advanced courses out of fear she couldn't keep up. When Mary decided to change, enrolling in leadership training, confronting her fears, she got promoted and became a role model in her company. Mary paddled through the reverse current of stagnation, turning obstacles into opportunities. You can do this too. Start today. Set a small goal, like learning a new skill for 10 minutes or reading a chapter of a self-development book. Each night, spend 5 minutes reviewing your progress and adjusting your plan. Every step forward, however small, is a paddle stroke pulling you out of mediocrity. Continuous improvement doesn't just earn respect, it ignites the flame of purpose, letting you live your full potential. Marcus Aurelius reminds us, the path to the shore is never easy, but the challenges shape you. Stagnation is a reverse current, but one final habit is still holding you back. Let's explore it to paddle toward the best version of yourself. The final habit that costs you respect is talking more than doing. Have you ever seen someone boast about grand plans, a business venture, a new skill, yet their boat remains anchored, never leaving the shore? Empty words, no matter how eloquent, are just meaningless noise without action. People who talk more than they do diminish their own worth, turning ambitions into a joke. Every unfulfilled promise is a missed paddle stroke, letting the reverse current of stagnation sweep you away. The world doesn't respect dreams on paper. It only honors what you actually do. I made this mistake once, telling friends I'd write a book, but never writing a single page. People stopped listening, and I felt small, as if my words had no weight. Marcus Aurelius, in Meditations, reminds us, waste no more time arguing what a good person should be. Be one. Action defines you, not boastful words. Respect comes from paddling through difficulties, letting your deeds prove your worth before the current of life. Look at James, someone I know. He used to brag about opening a gym, but never started. No plan, no action. Friends mocked him, no longer trusting his words. When James changed, making a goal list, training daily, and starting a small fitness class, he not only built a career, but also regained respect. James paddled through the reverse current, turning words into reality. You can do this too. Start today. Pick a small goal, like exercising for 10 minutes or writing 100 words for your project. Each day, track your progress in a journal and commit to one specific step, like signing up for a course or meeting a partner. Every action, however small, is a paddle stroke toward your shore. Consistent action doesn't just earn respect, it ignites inner strength, letting you live true to your potential. These 5 habits, seeking validation, letting emotions rule, making excuses, Stagnation and talking more than doing are reverse currents holding you back. It's time to break free. Share in the comments. What small goal will you start today? One answer could inspire thousands. Hit like, subscribe to the channel, and share this video with someone who needs to paddle toward freedom. Your journey to forge yourself begins now. Grab the oar and let action shape your destiny.